Wading through the scores of demons on the 5th floor of the catacombs below Tristram, our trusty sword breaks against the hide of a particularly nasty Stone Clan archer's hide. We bash him back with our shield and frantically reach for our axe to cleave his head in twain. Before we portal to town for repairs, we spot a curious structure with dual doors side by side. Foolhardy, we open the door to reveal a trio of horned demons lying in wait. The first of the demons falls, but the second attacks with his horn as the third attempts to rout us, utilizing the second door as a flanking maneuver. After the encounter, we pause and take in the room. Soaked in gore, it holds a single book on a pedestal in the middle, begging to be read. We see etched on the cover the title, The Book of Blood. Curiosity getting the better of us, it reads,
"And so, locked beyond the gateway of blood and past the hall of fire, Valor awaits for the hero of light to awaken."
Gateway of Blood? Valor? Hero of light. All of these things make little sense, especially in a dark corner of a catacomb where no light shall pass. We portal back to town desperately in need of repairs and answers. Stopping a spell at the inn, we speak to Ogden, the tavern owner of this Valor, and he expounds.
Son, every child hears the story of the warrior Arkaine and his mystic armor known as Valor. If you could find its resting place, you would be well protected against the evil in the labyrinth.
So, this Arkaine and his armor known as Valor is a child's tale? It's then we seek the knowledge of the man most versed in armor, Griswold, the blacksmith, who shares.
The armor known as Valor could be what tips the scales in your favor. I'll tell you that many have looked for it, including myself. Arkaine hid it well, my friend. And it'll take more than a bit of luck to unlock the secrets that have kept it concealed, oh lo, these many years.
It's even eluded Griswold. With our sword repaired and a certainty the armor is buried somewhere but hidden, we next question Cain, the Elder's knowledge on the matter.
Gateway of Blood and the Halls of Fire are landmarks of mystic origin. Wherever this book you read from resides, it is surely a place of great power. Legends speak of a pedestal that is carved from obsidian stone and has a pool of boiling blood atop its bone-encrusted surface. There are also allusions to stones of blood that will open a door that guards an ancient treasure. The nature of this treasure is shrouded in speculation, my friend, but it is said that the ancient hero Arkaine placed the holy armor Valor in a secret vault. Arkaine was the first mortal to turn the tide of the Sin War and chase the legions of darkness back to the burning hells. Just before Arkaine died, his armor was hidden away in a secret vault. It is said that when this holy armor is again needed, a hero will arise to don Valor once more. Perhaps you are that hero.
The Sin War? With this warrior Arkaine's hand in turning the tide and his armor's namesake Valor, we wonder if the Angel of Valor, Imperius, had a hand in helping him. Speaking of heroes, we see Farnham the drunk dozing by his favourite rock and try and prod him, to which he murmurs. Pure Farnham. Insightful and concise. Next, we speak to Pepin, the healer, about the tale.
It sounds like something I should remember, but I've been so busy learning new cures and creating better elixirs that I must have forgotten. Sorry.
Well, in Pepin's defense, he mixes a mean brew. Running short on answers, we then speak to Wirt, the peg-legged grifter, who scrutinizes.
You intend to find the armor known as Valor? No one has ever figured out where Arkaine stashed the stuff, and if my contacts couldn't find it, I seriously doubt you ever will either.
Not impressed by the flunkies we imagine Wirt calls quote-unquote contacts, we keep it to ourselves and instead speak to Gillian the barmaid, who shares.
The story of the magic armor called Valor is something I often heard the boys talk about. You would better ask one of the men in the village.
Well, we're all out of men, Jillian, but the next best thing is the witch they call Adria on the outskirts of town, who warns.
Should you find these stones of blood, use them carefully. The way is fraught with danger, and your only hope rests within your self-trust.
We acknowledge the witch's words and recall everything that has been said. Prepare for danger, find bloodstones to place on an obsidian pedestal with a pool of blood on its top, no less, and pray this Arkaine is still on the side of light. Under the catacombs just northeast of the room in which we found the Book of Blood, we happen upon a fabled bloodstone on the ground in front of a great thorny podium. Doing as instructed, we place the stone atop the pillar and the blood boils upon contact with the stone and we hear a door nearby open. Following the sound, we head around the northwestern side of the room as we down a lone horror archer before cautiously entering a previously closed stone archway. Inside lay in wait two horned ones, again guarding a bloodstone on the ground. After hacking the knees from the demons, we pluck the bloodstone from amidst the carnage and head back to the obsidian pillar, which again bristles when it senses the stone nearby. A sound of another door opens, and this time to the northeast. Again, we contend with two horned demons and find the last of the bloodstones. Readying ourselves for what lay beyond the gateway of blood and inside what Cain calls the halls of fire. Activating the bloodstone has the wall directly behind it fall away, revealing a long hall adorned by torches. A figure who seems to be an apparition of a knight stalks forward, and we are sure this must be the revered Arkaine re-risen. Not to be reasoned with, Arkaine immediately casts a firewall, truly setting the hall ablaze, and we retreat, realizing that no matter our intent, if we want the armor, we will have to earn it through an act of valor, which means battle. The risen Arkaine showing no sign of slowing, and he boxes us in with fire anytime we try and retreat, pushing us to stand our ground and fight for our right to wear this sacred panoply. Arkaine, however, refuses to fall easily, healing through our onslaught as we greedily gulp potions to match him blow for blow. Yet somehow, as if bolstered by the light itself, we emerge victorious and cut the re-risen warrior down.
May the spirit of Arkaine protect me.
On his body, we find 542 gold, a yellow robe, and coveted chainmail and buckler. We then head back to the Hall of Fire and see the sarcophagus Arkaine rested in was ajar, showing he truly rose again to test our worth. Now, it should be noted, although the fight versus a mirror of our future self in the Arkaine armor was fitting, was not actually present in the original game. There was no Arkaine, but it lends itself enough to the storytelling without world breaking that I felt compelled to use the HD mod versus just pick up the armor off the ground, which happens in the game once you get the 3 bloodstones.
May the spirit of Arkaine protect me.
With that said, we race back to Cain, who identifies the armor as the fabled Arkaine's Valor, which imparts plus 10 to vitality, armor class 25, plus 40 faster hit recovery, and minus 3 damage taken from enemies. Truly, it is a boon for the light, and we pray Arkaine rests well. Thankful for the bounty the light has bestowed upon us, but like all good things, nothing worthwhile is given freely.